Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. It's the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
It is indeed.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To your own show.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's birthday week. This episode's going to come out on my birthday.
Fantastic.
And your birthday's 2 days after that.
It is. And you've been given a bank holiday for your birthday.
For the second year in a row.
Amazing. Don't people know who we are? Clearly they do.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yeah. I mean, new king.
New king.
Who cares?
It's New King Day. Is it New King Day today? Or that will have already happened?
Don't care. He's just got a new hat. So, man gets hat.
Man gets hat, not allowed to wear hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets to wear it once, that's it. Never allowed to wear it again.
Goes back in its case.
Crazy.
I'd at least wear it in bed. Keep the hat on.
Have you seen the guest list for the coronation party, which will have already happened by this time this episode comes out? A member of the Captain's Gallery has been invited.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bottom of the Stream person?
Bottom of the Stream.
Fantastic.
Captain's Gallery alum has been invited to the coronation.
Is it Nicolas Cage?
Of course it is. It's Nicolas Cage. Of course it's Nicolas Cage. It's not going to be Mason Blair, is it?
Look, if Micah Monroe was at the coronation party, she would look amazing.
Nicolas Cage will be there, or will have been there by now.
To be Nicolas Cage. Wow, has he?
I don't know. I heard it on the radio today that he's
apart from being absolutely amazing.
Yeah, don't know. Must be a fan.
I watched something with Nicolas Cage, and this week we'll get to that later.
Oh, sweet.
Gone retro.
Nice. Yeah, I thought that was quite a humorous fact that will have already happened by now. So it's redundant fact also.
I mean, I know we're going all over the place here straight away, but I noticed on Netflix there's currently a Nicolas Cage film in the top 10.
I also noticed that earlier today.
It is a movie that has been on our long list forever.
Yes. So how is it suddenly now in the top 10?
And of all the straight-to-video Nicolas Cage movies that are on various streaming sites, but definitely a few on Netflix, why is this one
suddenly in the top 10?
Yeah,
and now has to come off our long
devil.
list.
Yeah,
something like that.
Don't know.
It's weird how the top 10s work, isn't it? That's the second week in a row where
gathered a life of its
an older movie's appeared in the top 10 and we've had to take off the long list.
Yeah,
it's 2 weeks in a row. Craziness.
Maybe the man's coming for us. Maybe Ted Sarandos is. Maybe we're on his radar.
Maybe it's like these people think nobody's watching these movies. Maybe that's what's happening.
Maybe conspiracy.
Cool. I love starting with Nicolas Cage news.
Yeah,
should do that more.
Well, he's. Do you think he's the? Is Nicolas Cage the movie star we've talked about the most on this show?
Yes.
He's got to be, hasn't he?
Yes. He appears in the news semi-regularly, every other week maybe. We've done
just through
3 of his films maybe?
Just through sheer sort of body of work.
Yeah.
Because that's why he's always in the news, because he's always got a movie coming out
exactly.
or in production.
I've watched at least 3 Nicolas Cage films this year alone.
Okay.
Which I would have talked about on here.
Yeah.
He's been in 3 movies on the show. I think.
Sure.
Yeah, 3 movies on the show. Yeah, definitely. I don't think we've talked about anybody. He's in the Captain's Gallery.
Yeah.
He's going to the coronation. Don't be surprised if he ends up King of England by
fine.
Time next week.
I mean, that's a great idea for a movie.
Nicolas Cage turns up and becomes king.
Yeah, because it's just
everybody gets terrorist attacked.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's the closest in line to the throne that's left.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Or hail our new
that
king.
Film, King Ralph.
Yeah.
King Ralph remake with Nick Cage. I'm up for that. That's
also,
right.
Nicholas is a great name for a king. So.
King Nicholas. It is a good name.
So 100% I'm here for that.
Anyway, happy birthday to both of us.
Yes.
To you and to me. Happy birthday to me. Have you been up to much this week?
What have I been up to? I have... can't remember. It's been a long week. It's been a long week, but also a short week because there's been less days at work because we had a bank holiday last weekend, which was for May. Because May's the month of bank holiday.
So you get 3 Mondays off in May.
So you get 2 in May normally.
Yeah.
One for just it being May, and then one to celebrate the end of May, just because it's the best month, because the best people are born in it. And then we've got an extra one because of old King Chuck. So
King Chuck.
Yeah, just did boring things, tidied my house and stuff like that.
Same.
Had one less child because one was away. So
nice. That's always good.
Yeah,
that's always good.
A bit less like herding cats throughout the day. So, how about you?
I've had the whole week off work.
Amazing.
So I was unaware that there was a bank holiday on Monday, but yeah, I've been off for a week. I've been refurbing and regenerating my decking area in my garden.
Lovely.
Which needed has needed work doing on it for a few years now, and it's finally now done. So
yeah.
I can now sit on it and enjoy it.
Although
it's going to rain tomorrow, which is annoying.
Oh, okay. Forget about that.
Yeah.
I was going to say just in time for the...
just in time for a nice bank holiday weekend. Absolutely.
Right. That's okay. It'll pay off eventually.
Of course it will.
Sun will be out.
Always does. I'm getting a new barbecue tomorrow too.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So all good.
Gas or charcoal?
Gas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've got one.
I've had both.
The bottom's rusted through on my expensive one.
Shit, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, me too.
I have had
I'd like to scrap that.
cheap ones and more expensive ones through my years, and I often find the cheap ones can be better.
No, I think you're probably right. So picking that up tomorrow.
Excellent.
Exciting.
All round here for barbecues.
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Shall we do some Netflix news?
I suppose we better. I mean, as much as I could just sit and chat.
Yeah.
And
we could do that.
Everyone would turn off.
Yeah, probably.
If they haven't already.
No, some of that stuff was gold.
Always
done.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is king. Come on. Right, what's first? What have we got?
Okay, talking about movie royalty. Let's discuss the fact that Adam McKay, his next project is coming to Netflix. His last project was Don't Look Up.
Yep, good film.
Which was a huge release at Christmas.
It was.
It's like Netflix's third most watched movie ever, I believe.
It's in the charts, yeah, somewhere.
Yeah. So his follow-up to Don't Look Up is a black comedy. Nice. They all are. Called Average Height, Average Build.
Okay.
And it stars, or it will star, a duo of Roberts.
A couple of Roberts.
Bob Squared. That is Robert Pattinson and Robert Downey Jr.
Wow. RDJ.
Yeah. The plot of Average Height, Average Build is that Pattinson stars as a serial killer who enlists a lobbyist played by Amy Adams to change the law in order for it to be easier for him to get away with murder. Downey Jr. plays the retired police officer trying to solve the murders and catch the killer, who turns himself into something of a celebrity.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. I mean,
it doesn't sound
change
like
the law of murder?
It doesn't sound like there's a rich vein of comedic
no, it doesn't,
comedic material in that synopsis. It sounds like quite a good thriller.
Yeah, it does. Sounds fun.
But sure, I mean, it does sound like an interesting concept. There's a picture of Baldy Jr. there.
Oh God, yeah. Look. Wow.
I didn't realise that old Robert Downey Jr. had got rid of the hair, I must say.
Nor did I. Don't Look Up's the second highest grossing of all
there
time.
You go. So big shoes to fill for Adam McKay. No, they're not, because they're his own shoes. So you can't fill your own shoes. Well, you can fill your own shoes. But
Should
it's really
be
easy.
able to fill your own shoes.
So he's got to at least match the figures from Don't Look Up.
He's just got to have a repeat performance. He's got to get the number one spot, hasn't he? He's got to beat Don't Look Up.
I guess so. The next bit of news is a renewal of a Netflix show, which I haven't got to yet. Maybe I should get to this.
Yeah, I haven't got to it yet either. It's another early renewal as well.
Yeah, 2 weeks after its debut. This show only debuted on April the 20th and has already been renewed for season 2, and that is The Diplomat. Now, I haven't watched this kind of because I've seen the trailer and thought, oh, it's a bit soon after The Night Agent.
Exactly why I've not watched it. Is exactly the reason why.
And they may be totally different once you get into them, but the trailer is it's politically set thriller.
Yeah.
And look, I'm sure it's great. I've seen lots of reviews saying it's great, but I don't feel ready for it.
No, I agree. I will watch it at some point.
But it's done really good numbers, and it's already been renewed for a second season.
As did The Night Agent, and as has The Night Agent.
Yeah, but that was here first, and I watched that. So.
Same.
Ginny Howe, Vice President of Netflix Drama.
We get a different vice president every week now.
I know.
We should start like a trading card game.
Yes. Top trumps.
Top trumps of Netflix VPs. I'm up for that.
Yeah. We could definitely do a version of that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just try not to get sued. Keep it under the radar.
We just won't put their pictures on.
As long as we put totally unofficial.
We'll get Ross to draw some pictures of what he thinks these people look like, not what they actually look like.
We can just make some rolls up as well.
Yeah.
Like Vice President of Snacks. Like Netflix.
Can we be Vice President of Podcasting?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Why not?
There's loads.
Any ideas for your top trumps?
Who's
Netflix
the president?
Deck.
Who's the president?
There isn't a president. There's two CEOs.
There's no president, but there's loads of vice presidents.
Yeah, and two co-CEOs.
That's mad. It's madness.
Anyway, Ginny Howe is the vice president of Netflix drama, and she said fans around the world are loving every minute of the Diplomat's gripping and propulsive drama. It's propulsive.
Propulsive, okay.
So you may start sat on your sofa, and by the end of the episode, your sofa's like right up close to the TV because you've been pulsed forward. Anyway, they are embracing Kerry Russell's powerful performance as Kate Weiler, and after the jaw-dropping cliffhanger, we can't wait for them to see what the amazing visionary team of Deborah Kahn, Janice Williams, and Kerry Russell have in store for season 2. The showrunner Deborah Kahn said, "We had such a great time making The Diplomat. It's a thrill to see how much people are enjoying it. We're so glad we get to do it again."
It's a brave move in this day and age, ending a Netflix drama on a cliffhanger.
I've seen interviews with various showrunners over the past couple of years saying that Netflix has discouraged that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if you're getting that second series.
There's not many. I imagine these people knew that.
That's why a lot of fans get upset.
Yeah, of course it is. It's what upsets a lot of people. I imagine these people knew that season 2 was coming before. Maybe this has only just been revealed to us.
I think Netflix have generally a good idea of what's going to hit.
Yeah.
My surprise is more that, there was only 3 or 4 weeks, but like I say, between The Night Agent and this.
Yeah. You feel like they should have held one back, maybe.
But they've both done great
numbers. They've both done great numbers, so is there any point?
Maybe it's a me problem.
Yeah, sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, more Netflix news, and that is that we have found out who the focus will be of season 2 of Monster.
Oh, okay. Interesting. This was the Jeffrey Dahmer series.
Yes. This is now plural because the new season will be called Monsters.
Monsters, okay.
The Lyle and Eric Menendez story.
Never heard of them.
The season 2 of Monsters will chronicle the killing of Jose and Mary Menendez at the hands of their sons.
Oh, okay. So these two lads went out and killed their parents.
Indeed.
Monsters. So is it going to be called Menendez Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story?
It might
like
be.
The Dahmer one.
Yeah, if they have the same name in a profile as the first series did, which had far too many words in. So the true story is that the couple were fakely shot in their Beverly Hills home on August the 20th, 1989, with Lyle and Eric, who were 21 and 19 at the time of the murder, being convicted of first-degree murder 7 years later in 1996. Okay.
Sounds cool. I mean, that Dahmer series is fantastic. I mean, it's a tough watch at times, but it's really, really good. And this one, I imagine, is just going to be as interesting. Yeah.
I mean, don't want to ruin the whole series, but it does sound like quite an interesting story. I was not aware of this.
No, I wasn't.
This story obviously never made it so much over this side of the pond. It says that Eric ended up confessing to his psychiatrist, who then told his lover, and then they went to the police.
Okay.
So I'm sure there's loads of drama to come out of that. They had trials in 1993, which resulted in a mistrial. They had a separate trial, one for each brother, and then were retrialed together and found guilty.
Interesting. So both original trials went to mistrial.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Maybe be more of a courtroom type drama then, possibly.
Sounds fun.
It
doesn't sound fun. It sounds horrendous, but I'm sure it'll be a good show. It's Ryan Murphy. It's going to be great.
Yeah, he's not got enough to do. No. Talking of random movies sort of going up to the top of Netflix charts.
Yeah.
Well, certain fandoms have decided that they're going to try and grind shows on Netflix.
Right.
So, kind of like you try to level up a video game. Go to the grind.
Yeah.
Level up, get your powers,
leave it playing over and over and over and over.
Basically, again. Yeah. There's a concerted campaign, allegedly, by the fans of Shadow and Bone.
Yeah.
Which has been organised on the subreddit for that show, which has over 24,000 members, hosting watch parties and just leaving the show running to try and boost the numbers to ensure it gets renewed for a third season.
That's not going to work.
It's
not going to work.
No? Do you not think?
No. 24,000 members. Even if all of them are doing that, that's not equaling enough million viewing hours. And all of them are not doing it.
If they all did an hour, it's 24,000 hours.
Yeah.
In 1 hour. Oh, I'm not doing maths. But it's still, I mean, it's not getting this Squid Game, is it?
No.
Or Wednesday.
Of course it isn't.
Yeah, they want a third season.
Well, 24,000 people want a third season. That's fine.
No,
There's 200 million Netflix subscribers out there.
Yeah, that's the.
I guess that's. I know I'm being a bit facetious, but that's your issue there.
I guess that's your hardcore. If you're on the Shadow and Bone subreddit,
yeah, you're in.
You're in.
You're a hardcore fandom.
You're in that world, aren't you?
Yeah.
And maybe that's the only thing you watch anyway.
And why are you, if you're that well into a show, why are you worried about it anyway? You should be thinking, well, of course it's going to get renewed.
Are you saying you should just be happy you've got something?
No, you should be convinced it's going to get renewed anyway.
Okay, fine.
If you love it that much. Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
fandoms are weird.
So, some people have told Rolling Stone that they're watching the same episodes 5 times a week in order to try and maintain the series spot in its Netflix's most watched TV shows. They're basically saying because another Netflix VP, Mike Scully, said, "Well, we monitor the hours watched."
Yeah,
which we know.
That's what they do.
Look, it's nice to have hobbies, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not currently in the top 10 on Netflix, so it's going well.
I've never seen Shadow and Bone. I don't think
I haven't either. I have nothing against it, but it may have sounded like I did then, but I have never seen it.
Now, I like a bit of lazy journalism.
I do.
And I've seen a lot this week regarding the fate of Sweet Tooth.
Me too.
Most of which has been very uneven, with headlines such as popular Netflix show cancelled.
Clickbait title headlining.
Netflix wields the axe on Sweet Tooth, when actually Sweet Tooth has been renewed for a third season, which will be its final season.
That is not a cancellation.
But as Netflix and the showrunner, Jim Mickle, have said this week, that's kind of always been the plan.
Yeah.
So just do journalism right, please, journalists. Mickle said this week, "It's exactly the story that I imagined we would tell, and in a lot of ways takes on its own life. At the beginning, you set out to tell these pieces of the story, and the beauty of this is that we have had 24 episodes to let the characters tell us what they want to be."
Fine. That's not a cancellation.
No.
Even if that is a cancellation, but you give them a third series, it's not a cancellation. It's you're giving them chance to
have 10 more episodes,
end their show. Yeah,
finish the story how you said you wanted to see it.
Yeah,
to finish it.
Good for Sweet Tooth. I could never get into Sweet Tooth. I really struggled with it, but I know a lot of people love it.
Yeah, and second season has just been released the last week or so. Okay, some news on your absolute favourite human being. Because we've not talked about him for a while. That is Zack Snyder.
We haven't talked about Zacky for a while. And
there's news that one of his upcoming Netflix projects was a animated movie.
Okay.
An animated series, called Twilight of the Gods. And it is based on ancient Norse mythology.
Oh, cool.
It's very relevant considering our movie this week.
It is indeed.
It comes from Norway.
It does indeed.
Series was originally announced in 2019, and this week it's been confirmed that Xylem Animation are on the hook for animating and creating this thing.
Okay.
They will do the layout, the colour, animation, and
you can't do an animation without colour.
You can.
Well, no, but you need some. You need at least a black and a white.
They're not colours technically. The studio's past credits include I Lost My Body.
Great show.
And Oggy and the Cockroaches.
No, I've not seen that one.
They say, we're so proud to be working with the team at Stone Quarry, including iconic creator and director Zack
What makes him
Snyder.
iconic?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Does really long movies. We're also deeply grateful for Netflix for trusting us to bring his spectacular vision to life. We'll be utilizing state-of-the-art 2D animation across the series, which will include spectacular battles and special effects in the distinctive style that has characterized Zack's work throughout his illustrious career. I'm not sure Zack Snyder's got a distinct style.
I agree. I don't think he has.
The voice cast for this is got some names that are a very interesting cross section, especially if you know some of their previous work. Includes John Noble, Patterson Joseph,
Okay.
who is Johnson from Peep Show, Rahul Kohli, absolute favourite of the show, Peter Stormare, Jamie Chung, Lauren Cohan, and Corey Stoll. The series does not yet have a premiere date. Bring it on, Norse gods.
It's going to take some animating when you've got to do
They've
3
got
hour
to draw
episodes.
fast.
You've got to draw fast if you're having a 3 hour episodes of an animated show.
Yeah, exactly. This is only one of Snyder's projects he's got ongoing with Netflix. Obviously, he's got his Star Wars sci-fi movie, Rebel Moon, which is coming at Christmas.
Yeah.
And there is also an animated spin-off of Army of the Dead.
Oh, is there?
Coming
Okay.
as well. So
Cool.
yeah.
Good for Snyder.
Okay, who didn't realise until today for me, and I'm guessing about 5 seconds ago for you, that you needed a sequel to the 1993 movie Cliffhanger?
100%. How have I never thought of this before?
Because there are strong rumours this week that this is a go, with Sylvester Stallone in advanced talks to return to star in Cliffhanger 2.
Okay, interesting. I'm not sure I've ever seen Cliffhanger.
Really?
I don't think I have.
Surprises me.
I don't think I might have a long time ago, but it doesn't ring. I'm not like.
I want to say
bringing it back
at some
from my
point
memory
since 1993, you've seen Cliffhanger.
Yeah, probably, but
you just must have done, surely. The original was directed by obviously Rennie Harlin, starred Sly, John Lithgow. Rick Roman War is signing up to direct the sequel.
What a great name that is, Roman War.
With a script written by Mark Bianculli, who was behind Hunters.
Okay. I've not seen the second season of Hunters. I really enjoyed the first one, but I've not gone back for the second yet.
Okay. War has said, growing up with the biggest action films of the 80s and 90s and working on some of them myself, Cliffhanger was one of my favourite spectacles. I'm delighted to be at helm of the next chapter, scaling the Italian Alps with the legend himself, Sylvester Stallone.
At the start of this news story, this was a rumour, and now we've got a quote from the director saying it's happening. So that's interesting.
Yeah, Cliffhanger 2.
Cool. I'll maybe go and rewatch.
Wait, just because people have signed up to a movie doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No, it doesn't.
We've seen plenty of that sort of thing in the past. I mean, probably don't concentrate on leg day, Sly. Just
fingertip day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what your fingertips are.
I mean, we've seen obviously we're pretty much climbing experts from the movies we've seen on this show, from like the Dawn Wall to the Ledge.
That's both climbing movies that we've seen on this show. 2 from 200.
And that one where that woman fell off the cliff. That's how not to do it. And
1% of the movies we've seen on this show
yeah,
been climbing movies.
But I mean, if those movies are accurate, and at least one of them is because it's a documentary.
True.
No one in them looks like Sylvester Stallone.
Also true.
Like,
how old is Sylvester Stallone?
Climbers are hench, but
Yes.
they're not bulking.
No, or 80.
I'm now wondering if Cliffhanger was maybe not the most true to life representation of it.
Definitely not a documentary.
No, we saw that animated cliff climbing
we
movie
did. Summit
last
of the
season.
Gods.
Summit of the Gods.
Okay, 3. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. We're definitely experts.
Yeah, there's loads. Anyway, where were we?
I'm
So
just going to try and find out how old Sylvester Stallone is.
Sylvester. He is still Vesta.
Do you want to have a guess?
74.
Older.
Really? Shit. Yeah, don't make Cliffhanger 2. What's the point? 76.
Yes, exactly that. About to be 77. In 2 months.
Maybe they'll do some de-aging.
Yeah, but he's going to have to actually do these things. Unless maybe he's going to be like sitting at the bottom as like a
climb
shooter,
more
mentor.
Yeah, climb more. Do your arm there. Things like that.
Also, John Lithgow's got to be getting on as well.
Well, I don't think he signed up for it.
Oh, was he not? But he will.
He might have died. I
John
can't
Lithgow.
even remember.
John Lithgow's not dead.
No, from the first movie. Okay, right.
Anyway,
this is going off the rails.
Talking of unnecessary sequels.
Dodgeball.
Yes.
A Dodgeball sequel
It's happening.
is potentially happening because Vince Vaughn's had an idea, which might be, I'm not in movies anymore.
I'd like to be in one.
Can we do Dodgeball 2?
Dodgeball 2.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn signed up to return as Peter LaFleur. Jordan Van Dina is writing the script. There is no director in place because the director of the original, the another fantastic name, Rawson Marshall Thurber, has got his hands full with Red Notice 2.
Oh, okay.
And a Dungeons and Dragons TV series. I put them down and come back to Dodgeball, please.
Yeah.
It's the best of the worst options. I like Dodgeball. Dodgeball's a great movie.
Dodgeball's a great movie. I'll give you.
I don't know if I need a second one.
No.
But yeah.
Isn't Rip Torn dead now as well? He's the best thing about Dodgeball.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm sure he is. And if he's not, he's too old to be in Dodgeball.
Ben Stiller doesn't say as much nowadays either. He sits on
Maybe he could direct it. Has he directed stuff before?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah, he could direct it.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to be in it.
Okay. Look at us solving all these problems. Inventing games.
Hollywood's easy.
Yeah.
Inventing games, rewriting sequels, casting
jobs.
directors, giving jobs to people.
Yeah.
How hard can it be?
Absolutely easy. Now, I never watched this show, but I know people who did watch this show really love this show.
Yes.
So, and this piece of news is actually about a week too late for our real talk.
Okay.
Which was, what TV show would you turn into a movie?
Yeah.
Last week.
Somebody's actually doing it.
Because you are getting an animated movie of Babylon 5.
Okay, animated.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Written by the show's creator, J. Michael Straczynski.
Cool name.
Yeah, he has confirmed that a Babylon 5 animated movie is coming from Warner Brothers. He has handed in the script, and just because he's an absolute little tease, he has said that the movie title, release date, and other details he will reveal 1 week from today.
Ooh.
On Twitter.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
So
May the 10th.
May the 10th.
Yeah.
That's your birthday.
Babylon 5 Day.
That's happy birthday.
Thanks. Brilliant.
If you had been a Babylon 5 fan, that would have been a great birthday present.
I absolutely would. 110 episodes of this thing that was.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Wow. Never watched a single one of them.
It's something that I've always heard has been like rumoured for various relaunches or adaptations since.
It's one of those that the fans won't let go, isn't it?
Critically, it's highly regarded.
Yeah.
But
cool. People will be well happy about that.
Will we lose any listeners if I say my impression of it was that it was just a bit of a shonky Star Trek?
We might do.
Okay.
We haven't got that many to lose, so let's not say that.
Okay, fine.
We did not say that.
We won't say that. That's all the news.
Good news. That was some fun news there. Well done. I enjoyed myself. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I was late today because I watched Mean Girls.
Okay. You were late today.
I've never seen it before.
I don't think I've ever seen Mean Girls.
And I really enjoyed it.
What made you watch that?
Because my eldest daughter and my wife were looking for something to watch, and that was my wife's suggestion because she hadn't seen it for years, and I said I've never seen it. Neither had my daughter, and we all sat and watched it together and really had a good time. So,
how long's it on for?
Hour and a half.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
This seems like a strange thing to just come home from work and watch Mean Girls.
Well, they've both been at home all day. So
Okay, fair enough.
they were already like my wife had basically watched the whole of that new Bridgerton show, I think.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, And I've watched Dead to Me, season 3.
Oh, have you? And?
Kind of just felt like, just got to get through this.
Oh, really?
So they've done it.
It's about that bad.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's totally the show's fault because it feels like it is such a long time since season 2.
Yeah, it is.
I
can't
don't really want
remember
to go and
anything about
rewatch the
season
whole
2.
thing.
Yeah.
And because I think season 2, if I recall right, came out just at the start of lockdown.
Yes, I think
so.
it did.
Then obviously there was a huge gap before season
like
3
3
went
years.
into production, and it's only just arrived. And I think the time has just passed.
Too long in between series.
So it's not a strong recommend. Look, it's fine. It finishes off the story.
Is it done now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Excellent. I've not been to work this week.
Okay.
So I've watched quite a bit of TV.
Great.
I've got some stuff to tell you about.
I'm all ears.
Have you heard of a show called Jury Duty?
I have not. No.
I'm about to change your life.
Okay, great.
Jury Duty is it's a really difficult show to describe. It follows a group of people who are doing jury duty in America.
Sure.
It's filmed very much like The American Office.
Okay.
It's like it takes them aside and interviews them, and they're a weird cast of people.
Is this scripted or a real show?
Both.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So it's set out. It's basically The American Office, but in a courtroom.
Yeah.
Except for one person thinks it's real.
Right. Okay.
Everybody else in the cast is an actor.
Yeah.
The judge, the rest of the jury, the defendants, the plaintiffs, the lawyers, everybody in it is the bailiffs. Everybody in it's an actor, except for one guy who thinks he's making a documentary about being on jury duty.
Brilliant.
It's fucking brilliant. Honestly, it's hilarious.
So is it like, are the crimes like ridiculous?
There's only one case.
Oh, okay.
They get sequestered in the first
Is it
episode.
the same person through the whole series?
Same person for the whole
Shit,
series.
okay.
He gets sequestered on this jury and has to live in a hotel room for 3 weeks
Fuck
with
me.
this cast of people who he becomes friends with, he goes out with, makes relationships with these people, and none of them are real.
I mean, that sounds fascinating and in a way absolutely awful.
But it has he's a really nice guy.
Okay.
And all of this shit, because there's loads of comedy stuff that's going on all around him all the time. All sorts of weird shit's going on. And he just goes with all of it. And honestly, I loved it. I watched the whole season in a day, which I've done twice this week. And I can't recommend it enough. It's on Freevee, which is a free service from Amazon.
Yeah.
It's an American show. And honestly, you can binge it. It's half an hour episode.
How did you find this?
And somebody on another podcast talked about it.
Okay.
And recommended it, so I listened to it. I listened to that podcast to watch this show. I thought I'd watch one episode, see how it is, and then 3 hours later, I was down the rabbit hole.
Brilliant.
It's really good, and the ending's just beautiful. It's really good.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. Today, I've watched a whole series of something as well.
Amazing.
I've watched. Have you seen King of Collectibles?
No, never heard of it.
It's brand new on Netflix. Just come out. It follows a super high-end auction house who specialise in super high-end memorabilia.
Nice.
And we're talking millions of dollars for these things that people are auctioning off. And it basically 6 episodes, half an hour each, follows these buyers for this auction house who go and find stupid expensive sports memorabilia.
Anything from movies?
Few movie bits. In the last episode, they buy the house from The Godfather.
Oh, nice.
So we're talking, they buy it for 5 million, want to spend 500 grand to refurb it, but it leaves it on that. It leaves it at that.
Okay.
So the series ends there, so I'm assuming it's going to come back. At one point, he has his hands on the first ever jersey that Michael Jordan ever wore in the NBA.
Wow.
$10 million.
Wow.
Worth. He has his hands on that at one point. The guy refuses to sell it to him. He gets Logan Paul on to talk about Pokemon cards because he's big into Pokemon cards. He offers him $7.5 million just so he can auction it. It's literally high end stuff.
Yeah.
Ric Flair's in one episode because he's trying to buy back all of his gowns that he sold once.
Right.
He's trying to buy, so he's coming in to authenticate this gown, and then he's going to the auction to buy it back. Mike Tyson's in one. He's selling shorts and buying gloves.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Honestly, it's really good. It's like crazy money. Crazy money.
That sounds interesting.
It's really interesting. I watched all of them today. I just put one on. Then I went and did a bit more work around the house and put another one on. 6 episodes later, I'm done. They're going to this one guy's loft. And they're just looking around his shit. He hasn't got a lot of stuff. Go up to his loft. He's got 4 million baseball cards.
Fucking hell.
4 million.
I don't even know what that looks like.
It looks like an attic full of boxes of baseball cards. The two guys were like, we can't even begin to appraise this. It's like,
how do you even get? You wouldn't even.
He'd got them all catalogued. He'd got them all.
So he'd done
53 years. He'd been collecting, and he catalogued every single one of them. 4 million of them. It's ridiculous.
Did he want to sell them?
He wanted to sell some of them. He'd got complete collections from the 20s. Wow. He got all the way through. He got every top baseball card ever been released.
That's insane.
Absolutely insane. Wow. There's this one trading card that came out last year. It's only in a pack last year. It's called the LeBron Freeman or Triple Man or something, and it's LeBron James, but it's got the NBA logo.
Yeah.
It's got 3 patches from his 3 championship winning jerseys in this one card. There's only one in the world. And people are doing like pack openings online trying to find it. Somebody finds it, buys it for 10 million quid.
Wow.
2 million quid, sorry, not 10. It's just, it's an incredible show because there's money in trading cards, and it's mainly trading cards that this guy specialises in. But their money, he's flying private jets all over the shop. It's just incredible.
See, this is the world we could be living in when Netflix Top Trumps takes off.
Exactly. This is what gave me the idea. So yeah, I watched that as well. It's a really good show. Check that out. I've also watched a true crime documentary this week. I watched American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombings. Yeah, really good.
Excellent.
Really, 3 episodes, really good. The way the police, the way the FBI tracked down who these guys were, because it's the first real terrorist attack that was fully on social media as it happened. So there's footage of it from every single angle, from every different phone they could get, and the way they tracked these guys and tracked them back, and the shootout when they tracked them down is just there's one episode pretty much is just an entire shootout. Cool. The police alone shot 210 rounds.
Wow.
In the shootouts. It's just crazy. So that's really good. That's 3 episodes, about an hour each. Really enjoyed that. I started watching, I'm not finished it yet, I started watching Shrinking on Apple TV.
Okay, yeah, with Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford and Jason Segel. A few other people are in it as well. That's really good as well. Brett Goldstein has written it. He's like,
did he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's the creator of it. He's executive producer and creator. That's also it's a really fun show. It's exactly what you'd expect from it. The only thing I have with it is that Harrison Ford's in it, and so you can tell all of these people who were in it are just relishing working with Harrison Ford.
Sure.
And every time he's on screen with somebody, that somebody is elevating their game. So everybody else in the show,
difference in their performance.
Everybody else in the show is better when they're working with him than when they're not. And I think that shows the star power of having somebody like Harrison Ford in the cast.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I certainly picked up on it, and but some of the stuff they're getting him doing, he's like gets stoned in one episode.
Nice.
He's like walking around asleep with a bag of Doritos and things. It's really good. I'm not finished. I think I've got 2 or 3 left to do. Okay. I also watched the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, how was that?
Really fun. I've only watched good stuff this week. I've not watched anything bad so far.
What a week.
Which bodes well for the movie that we're about to do on Thursday.
Come back on Thursday and we'll tell you what we thought of Blasted.
Yeah. I mean, Nick sounds like he's wrapping up the show. We've got loads left to do.
I'm not wrapping up the show. It's just a convenient time to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about Blasted. It's a Norwegian comedy, dark comedy.
I'd say it was a comedy.
Yeah, I'd say it's a comedy as well.
With a sci-fi twist.
Yeah, comedy sci-fi. Norwegian. Straight out of Norway.
Out of Norway, yeah.
Really, really interesting film.
Yeah.
Really interesting. So yeah, we'll be back on Thursday to talk about that one. I didn't say much about the Super Mario movie, but it's worth checking out. It's good.
Fun.
Fun. Exactly what it needed to be. Yeah, exactly what it needed to be.
Is it better than the Bob Hoskins one?
No. Of course not. That's a great movie. Right, where are we at? 40 minutes in. Shall we want to go through the top 10?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm going to start with TV this week, just to change it up a little bit, and because it was already on the screen. Number 10 in the Netflix. This is the global chart I'm on.
Global chart English language.
Global chart English language. Number 10, Indian Matchmaking, season 3.
Excellent.
What's that?
Hopefully better than the first 2 seasons. I've not seen the show. I mean, I think all the clues are in the title.
Yeah. Love is Blind season 4 is at number 9.
I mean, there's definitely a theme of these love-based reality shows so far.
There is.
'Tis the season.
Better Call Saul season 8.
Season 6.
Season 6 is at number 8.
Why is that popped back up?
I think because it's just come onto Netflix in the States.
Oh, okay.
Because
Fine.
it doesn't go straight there in America, does it? I think it's gone there now. Number 7, Working Moms.
Good show.
Is it?
Yeah. That is created. It's a show created by Catherine Reitman. She also stars in it, and she is the daughter of Ivan Reitman.
Oh, okay. He was in our film last week. Well, he wasn't, but somebody played him in the film last week. Sweet Tooth is at number 6, season 2. That's quite low, isn't it? I would have expected that a bit higher. Number 5 is Beef.
Beef's
still hanging around. It's hanging in there. Number 4 is The Night Agent. Those two shows can't be separated. They're even dropping down the charts together.
They're hand in hand, those two.
Number 3 is Firefly Lane.
I mean, again, I'm not the target audience, but no, it's just not for me.
What is it?
It's like a sisters doing it for themselves, isn't it? It's Katherine Heigl and Sarah Chalk.
Okay, that is Sarah Chalk. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
The Sweet Tooth that was at number 6 is actually season 1. The number 2 is season 2, so it makes more sense. And The Diplomat is holding its own at number 1 currently, which has just been renewed, as we mentioned earlier in the show. Films in the English language. Shall I do the global or shall I do the UK?
Let's go UK.
Let's go UK.
Yeah, let's narrow that mother down.
Whose mother? Wasteland is at number 10 in the UK at the minute. Any ideas?
No.
Okay. Number 9 is Lufa the Fallen Sun.
Still not got to that. And
no, I don't think
the more time goes past, I'm thinking, no, I probably won't.
Exactly the same as me. I'm thinking the same thing.
Again, Lufa. There's the time just passed.
Yeah.
No one really wanted it, I don't think.
No. Murder Mystery 2 is at number 8. You've seen that?
I have.
Said it was shit.
Yeah, I did.
Because it is. Number 7 is Home. That's still there. Number 6 is Two Hearts. This is the other film that was on our long list that's now been taken off. It's 3 years old. I don't know why it's just suddenly randomly appeared in the charts.
It's the Netflix algorithm conspiracy.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
pushed it out there to everyone.
Yeah. Number 5, The Last Kingdom, 7 Kings Must Die.
You ever watched The Last Kingdom?
No.
Okay.
My boss at work, he loves it. He watches loads of it, so that's why I've not watched it. Number 4 is Running with the Devil. This is the Nicolas Cage film that you mentioned earlier on. It's also been removed from our long list now.
Why? Why
is it there?
Why is this suddenly?
Because if it was the only Nick Cage film on Netflix, you could probably understand it because Renfield's come out, so people are looking for other Cage properties. But there's not. There's loads. And
so why
was this one took on? I don't know. Number 3 is The Tourist Guides to Love. That's hung around for a while as well, hasn't it? That's been in the top 10 for ages now.
Everyone loves love. Love.
Yes, love. Number 2 is AKA.
Yeah.
I nearly watched this the other night, but I didn't.
It's done good. It's had a really good couple of weeks.
It has.
In the UK charts.
It has. It was at number 1 for ages.
Yeah. Eric Cantona's in this movie.
Eric Cantona is in this movie. Which may be the reason why I didn't watch it. I don't know. It just puts me off slightly. But yeah, why not watch it? It's trading number 1s and number 2s.
I just love how random the Netflix charts can be. Because it is just... Why? The reason... Why is AKA near the top of the charts? Because Netflix is pushing it to your homepage.
Yeah. They want you to watch it.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many Netflix originals get to the top of the charts.
Yeah.
Like 1s and 2s. Number 1 is Nobody currently. Nobody and AKA have been switching between 1 and 2 all week. Their viewing hours must be very similar, I think.
Nobody feels like one of the biggest movies to drop on Netflix UK for some time.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's sticking around.
A recent
cinema release hit movie. Yeah, it's not really in Netflix's current model to buy cinema released movies.
Yeah.
But it seems like nobody's appeared and people are loving it.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if they buy more or more appear in the charts over the coming weeks.
That means that old Bob Odenkirk's in the top 10 of both those charts we just
He is indeed. TV and movies.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for Bob.
Good for Bob.
Great guy. Done. Real talk. Shall we do a real talk?
Sure.
What was this week's Real Torch?
It's very,
Real Torch topic.
Very, very easy this week.
It was. But not an easy one to answer.
Which movie character would you want to be your best friend?
Yeah, we did that because Blasted is all about two best friends that get reunited after a few years. Do we have any answers?
Yeah. Shall I do something about it?
Yes. Normally you do, so
I'm just having fun.
You do look very chilled tonight. I like it. We've got a bit of a chilled vibe going onto this week's wave. It's nice.
Yeah, simply, if you could have any movie character as your best friend, who would it be? Wayne started this one off in the Discord with the response. He has got 3 options.
3 options?
Yeah. I presume they're in order of preference.
Okay.
But I'm going to say they are. First is Korg from the Thor films.
Okay.
He's that big rock dude, isn't he?
Yes. He's cool as well.
With the
very chilled, laid out guy.
Yeah.
Laid back guy. Very much not like Wayne.
Baymax from Big Hero 6.
Again, very chilled, laid back guy.
Baymax is a good answer.
Baymax is a good answer.
Very good. Very useful. And the third is Sven from Frozen. I think that's the moose.
Is it?
Yeah. The
tell.
reindeer. Sorry. Moose. I mean, he's a great friend. I think the practicalities of having a massive hench reindeer / moose following you around.
I mean, if we're talking practicalities, Baymax and Korg are also quite impractical. Baymax ain't fitting for a standard British your front door.
No, but he can.
Door is cool.
No, I mean doors are going to be an issue for all 3 of these people.
Yeah.
These beings. That is true. But friendship-wise, I don't think you could fault them.
You'd have to meet them in a park.
Okay. Just do all your friend activities outside on a neutral venue.
Yes.
I mean, you wouldn't want them traipsing reindeer shit through your living room, would you? No. Well, no one's perfect. Okay. Ross Cook in the Discord. It says Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, great. Is he your best? Is he a good friend material?
I mean, if you're ever in trouble...
Is he a bit try-hard?
Yeah, he is a try-hard. He's a nerd as well. If you're ever in trouble, then he's going to come and help you out.
Sure. Yeah, but he's also... How much time is he going to spend with you? Because he's always getting off helping...
He's off saving the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think some of these are going to fall apart if we actually analyse them in this way.
Yeah.
Because you think Superman, yeah, great choice.
He'll always be there when you need him.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be there at any other time. When you don't...
If you just want to go to the pub for a pint...
Superman ain't coming with you.
No.
For a start, I bet he doesn't even drink.
Yeah, but he can have like a... I don't know. What do they drink on Krypton?
Don't know.
Something with a lot of like dry ice coming out of it, I bet.
Yeah.
It'd be some sort
of...
It's
a weird scientific cocktail.
Yeah. Something blue. Yeah. That smokes. That's what he'd drink.
Yeah, probably.
He's not going to like have an umbongo, is he?
I'd love to see Superman drinking an umbongo. I'm a cartoon with a straw. That would be funny as fuck.
Okay. Alex in the Discord says, I have 2 answers.
Okay. This is becoming a thing.
Yeah, just no one pay attention to the rules. Just list as many as you want.
Just have as many as you want.
Absolute state of the Discord. Alex has 2 answers. Russell Hammond from Almost Famous, because that will help bring his cool points up.
Alex's cool points up.
Yes, because
that is needed.
You've got a guy from a famous band.
Yeah,
hanging around with you.
That's fair. It's absolutely slashing it down
is
outside. I've just looked out the window and the heavens have opened.
Oh, amazing. I'm glad I didn't walk.
Yeah, if anybody needs their cool points bringing up, it's Alex. That is not true.
Padraig from the Banshees of Inisherin, because he has space for a new friend. I like what he's done there.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't know. He'd be an unusual guy to hang around with. He's had a very different upbringing.
Sam Mulholland in the Discord says, Winnie the Pooh.
From Blood and Honey?
No, the Disney version.
Oh. Nah.
Why?
No.
Why? What's wrong with
It's weird.
Well, he's not weird. He's a bear. I mean, it's weird that he is a bear. Well, it's not weird that he's a bear. It's weird that you'd be friends with a bear, but he's not weird.
He is weird. He only wears a t-shirt.
So do you.
No bottoms.
I've seen you in the summer. I pop round unexpectedly.
Look at you through the window. And he eats honey.
I'm not a big fan of Funny. But he's loyal.
Yeah. He's also got loads of other friends.
Well, that's a good sign, isn't
Is it? Or do you want your best friend to have no other friends and to be completely devoted to you?
I think you've got to be careful. You're starting to sound a bit stalkery here. I don't think.
Wait till my answer.
I don't think that's the worst answer in here.
No, I don't know. But to be fair, I think Superman's the worst answer.
Yeah, me too. Christopher from the Time Shifters podcast has got 2 suggestions. Unbelievable.
What is wrong with people?
He says, David Philby from the Time Machine.
Again, he's not going to be there for you. He can be anywhere else in the world, in any time and space. He ain't going to come round and go for a beer with you when he could go back to the nice times.
The nice times.
I can't think of any nice times.
Well, let's hear out his reasoning.
I found a screwdriver head in my pocket.
He said, that's fantastic. He was a good enough friend to try and talk George out of using the time machine and remain devoted to his friend throughout his life. You couldn't ask for a better friend than that.
Okay.
So, screw you.
I was wrong. I apologise.
He said, for a more recognisable choice, Dr. McCoy from the classic Star Trek.
Okay.
That guy was cool. He was just like, down the line, tell it like it is. God damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a brain surgeon. Whatever the other things he used to say were.
Good answers.
Smileyson in the Discord says, Indiana Jones. I mean, I'd probably end up dead, kidnapped, or injured, but at least we'd have some fun adventures.
You don't want to be friends. That's a risky friendship, isn't
Smileyson basically wants to be short round.
Yeah. It's pretty short. That's a risky friendship. Anybody who's going to cause you danger.
I don't think you're there for a long time. You're there for a good time.
Yeah, you would have a good time with him. You get to do some travelling.
Yeah.
But, yeah, at some point, bad shit's going to go down.
Yeah. I did see this week that there's a new Indiana Jones Lego set coming out.
Oh, nice.
It's got a rolling boulder and everything.
Oh, sweet.
It looked amazing.
That does look
probably cool. About £700.
Probably, yeah. Lego's well expensive.
But it looked cool.
You know, you can buy a Lego NES, an original Nintendo.
Yeah.
A Lego version.
Right.
Cost more than the NES did when it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. Do you want me to go or do you want to go? I'm assuming we've done.
Yes, I'll go because mine's boring.
So is mine.
Well, fine. Well, I said
I was really struggled with this.
So, I hope it's not the same. So, I will go with the answer that I feel has answered the brief.
Okay.
But is not necessarily the most exciting answer. And surely the best friend from movies is Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings.
He was on my list. He is very much a good
talk
friend.
About loyal, supportive, and
100% do anything for Frodo.
Little Frodo.
So you basically want to be Frodo.
No, do I want to be Frodo? Oh, Elijah Wood. I'd like to be Elijah Wood. I don't want to be Frodo.
I'd like to be a couple of quid behind him. But if you're having Sam as your best friend, then you're the Frodo in that relationship.
Well, yes, maybe Frodo. What? They had a great friendship.
They did. Are you bringing Merry and Pippin along for the ride?
Yeah, you got to have a
crew.
Harem, haven't you?
Harem, nice.
Hobbit harem. Those guys still love each other, don't they? They're always out together.
They're doing a podcast, aren't they?
Yeah.
I saw that. I think they're starting a podcast. I saw that.
Well, the three of them who still do stuff, and then the Scottish lad.
Yeah. He looks really old now.
Lord of the Rings was like 22 years ago.
That's also true. But Dominic Monaghan looks exactly the same as he did then. But Billy Boyd?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks a lot older.
Yeah.
Not good. Is that your answer?
Yeah.
That's a good answer. He's the best friend from in movie history, probably.
Yeah. I can't believe no one else thought of him.
No. I did think of him, but I discounted him. I really struggled with this. So I thought, well, I've already got a best friend, and that's you. So
thanks.
Who's the most like you person I could think of?
Oh.
So I've decided Napoleon Dynamite.
Thanks. I'd get up and dance on stage for you.
Exactly, I know you would. So I think he'd be a really good friend to have.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite. He's a bit strange.
When it came to the crunch, he was there for Pedro.
He was indeed.
Yeah.
And great character. Great movie character.
I never mentioned that movie on here before, but I do love that movie.
I do
I feel like it's a real little gem.
It really, and it's on Netflix.
People kind of forget
about
it.
Yeah.
I'm watching that this weekend. If it's on you tell me it's on Netflix. I'm watching that this weekend. I'm not seeing it for ages.
Oh, yeah. Me and you watched it quite a few times together. I remember one New Year's Eve we watched it with another friend. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite's a great movie. One of the Goonies maybe, but am I too old to be friends with a Goonie now?
I thought about the Goonies, and the reason I discounted the Goonies was because I couldn't pick.
They're all flawed, aren't they?
Well, nobody's. Yeah, but I couldn't pick one. I think the good thing about the friendship in the Goonies is the group. Goonies stick together. They've all got each other's backs.
They're all flawed, but as together they're
I couldn't say it's one of them, which one it would be. So,
but are we too old to hang around with Goonies now? Probably.
Yes, they'd have had to have grown with us.
Okay. Yes.
It's like you'd be my Goonie.
I would be your Goonie.
Yeah.
I've always been your Goonie. You know that.
Say, right back at you.
Good. That was good. I enjoyed that. We've just done
eye.
a wave that I really enjoyed. I enjoy them all, but for some reason, I thought that one was really good.
I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Me too.
We'll have more fun on Thursday.
The only one thing we've missed
is
we didn't really talk about last week's movie.
Oh, we can do that quick.
Do you want to do that quickly?
Yeah. Last week we watched A Futile and Stupid Gesture.
We did
a movie which I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
Really great movie.
It really tickled the top of the chart.
And
the top of the stream table.
I don't say this very often. Even with movies that have ranked really highly in our stream table, I could definitely see me going back and watching that.
Yeah, I agree.
That'll go into a rotation, a sort of.
At some point in the
future.
Do
I need an easy watch that I know I'm going to enjoy?
Yeah.
That's going to be in that rotation, I think.
It's not something we say very often.
Yeah.
This really isn't.
Really enjoyed it. And it was a really tough decision of where to put that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think did it end up 4th?
Yeah.
So yeah, it tickled the top of the table. Yeah. It could have been anywhere in that top 4.
100%.
Good film. Yeah. This week's film.
Blasted. Back here Thursday.
It's Norwegian. It's almost a year old now, and we're going to talk about it on Thursday.
We are.
So come back then to listen to us talk about it.
Cheers.
Bye.